why is the need, the necessity to innovate? So yesterday, innovation has strengthened the advantage, competitive advantage. It's always the case today, because it's today, if you're not innovative, you'll be out of business. And tomorrow it's going to be the only source of sustaining and the practical source of competitive advantage. So you have to keep innovating, right? Why? Why you need to innovate? World is changing, business is changing, and you need to adapt in order not to vanish. So what are the realities in the trading sector today? You know, some of the things which are happening is market demand. There is a lot of customer demand, or customer pull we call. Consumer preferences are determined by availability. Some of the large enterprises are really looking at the needs of what the smaller organizations, SMEs, need, and they're tweaking their business model to suit their need. We have some large companies who are presenting here who are actually looking at, because SMEs is a big market, so they're looking at that need and uncertainty factor as well, and growing competition. Those who can't adapt have to perish. So this is what will happen, right? So innovation is very simple as the post-it and the clip. If you search for innovation, you'll find millions of search results about innovation, because everybody defines innovation in a different way. So if you ask 100 people sitting in this room, they will have different definitions of innovation. But essentially in the business world, innovation is a challenge in the business as usual, is to combine the old and the new. It's called copy, combine, and transform. That's innovation. That's how some of the large organizations did to create new value. It's a combination of art and science, and it's a combination of inside and outside. The bottom line is actually to create a lot of new value, right? Now, what are the types of innovation? Operational innovation, companies who, the core activities, operations and trading, and this is what the UAE shipping industry is all about. They're moving containers, they're trading, and this is why the UAE became so successful in such a short period. The product and service innovation, if you have an innovative product and the service, you can actually excel. Business model, Grameen Bank, right, of Bangladesh, and management innovation on how you create your management structures. You can pick your model and you can combine, whether operational, you can pick your preferences, business model, or management innovation. What we found out, what's important to the SMEs is a combination of operation and business model, because the first thing they need to define is how the business model functions and how it has to be operated. What's some of the tips to the SMEs today is basically look at the core, look at the adjacent, and innovate in the far. So this is what we're passing on a message to all the SMEs present here, that concentrate on the trading, on what you're doing, but definitely do not miss opportunities in your adjacent markets, all right? And keep thinking about the far, keep thinking about the scenarios and which will impact the far. The best thing to do for SMEs and as well as large enterprises is to focus on trends and scenarios, look at solutions, and assess impacts and make decisions. So by looking at the impact and certainty, you can pick what model works for you. What are the different degrees of innovation, right? We have customer advantage model and capacity, so we can look at performance and time, and it could be slowly and steadily, right from a 1 million dirham company to how it grows to an over a period of time. You can increment your innovation, or you could break through. Like Skype changed the world of telecom service providers, so you could actually have a complete breakthrough in your industry. You can disrupt the market as well, so that's disruptive. We've come out with a model out of our research of almost 3 years. We have come out of a model on how to deploy innovation. So that's the takeaway for today's session. For SMEs and large corporates, we tell you how to develop your innovation culture, work on your strategy, implement innovative business models, and take it to commercialization.